Chapter 1. Help from a Rich Man. Many years ago, in a city in Arabia, there was a boy called Aladdin. He lived with his mother in a little house near the market, and they were very poor. Aladdin's mother worked all day, and sometimes half the night. But Aladdin never helped her. He was a lazy boy, and he did not like to work. He only wanted to play all the time. Every morning he ran through the streets to the market. There he talked and laughed and played with his friends all day. Then, in the evening, he went home for his dinner. And every night his mother said to him, "Oh, Aladdin, Aladdin, you are a lazy boy, a good-for-nothing. When are you going to do some work, my son?" But Aladdin never listened to his mother. One day, in the market, there was an old man in a long black coat. Aladdin did not see him, but the old man watched Aladdin very carefully. After some minutes, he went up to an orange seller and asked, "That boy in the green coat, who is he?" "Aladdin, son of Mustafa," was the answer. The old man moved away. "Yes," he said quietly, "yes, that is the boy. The right name and the right father." Then he called out to Aladdin, "Boy! Come here for a minute. Is your name Aladdin? Aladdin, son of Mustafa?" Aladdin left his friends and came to the old man. "Yes," he said, "I am Aladdin, son of Mustafa. But my father is dead. He died 5 years ago." "Dead?" said the old man. "Oh, no!" He put his face in his hands and began to cry. "Why are you crying?" asked Aladdin. "Did you know my father?" The old man looked up. "Mustafa was my brother," he said. "I wanted to see him again, and now you tell me he is dead. Oh, this is not a happy day for me." Then he put his hand on Aladdin's arm. "But here is my brother's son, and I can see Mustafa in your face, my boy. Aladdin, I am your uncle, Abanazar." "My uncle?" said Aladdin. He was very surprised. "Did my father have a brother? I didn't know that." "I went away before you were born, my boy," said the old man. "Look." He took 10 pieces of gold out of his bag and put them into Aladdin's hands. "Go home to your mother and give this money to her. Tell her about me, and say this: her husband's brother wants to meet her, and he is going to visit her tomorrow." 10 pieces of gold is a lot of money, and Aladdin was very happy. He ran home quickly and gave the gold to his mother. At first, she was afraid. "Where did you get this, Aladdin? Did you find it? It isn't our money. You must give it back." "But it is our money, Mother," said Aladdin. "My uncle, my father's brother, gave the money to us. Uncle Abanazar is coming to visit us tomorrow." "Who? You don't have an Uncle Abanazar." "But he knows my name, and my father's name," Aladdin said, "and he gave 10 pieces of gold to me. He's very nice. You must make a good dinner for him." The next day, Abanazar arrived at Aladdin's house. "My sister," he said, and smiled. "My dead brother's wife. I am happy to find you and Aladdin." "Sit down, Abanazar. We're happy to see you in our poor home," Aladdin's mother said. She put meat, rice, and fruit on the table. "But I don't understand. Why did my husband never speak about you?" "I'm sorry, my sister. When we were young, my brother and I were not friends for many years. Then I went away to a far country. I am an old man now, and wanted to see my brother again and take his hand. But he is dead, and I cannot speak to him or say goodbye to him now." Abanazar had tears in his eyes, and Aladdin's mother began to cry too. "But I am home again now," the old man said, "and I can help my brother's wife and his son, because I am a rich man." He looked at Aladdin. "Aladdin, my boy, what work do you do?" Aladdin did not answer, and his face was red. "Oh, don't ask Aladdin questions about work," his mother said. "He never works. He plays with his friends all day, and only comes home when he is hungry." "Well, my boy, tomorrow we must get a new coat for you. Then we can talk about work. Would you like to have a shop in the market, perhaps?" Aladdin smiled. "A shop," he thought, "and me, a rich market seller. Why not?" Chapter 2. A Walk to Nowhere. Early the next morning, Abanazar arrived at Aladdin's house, and then he and Aladdin walked to the market. "First of all, we must look at coats," Abanazar said. Soon Aladdin had an expensive new coat, and he felt very happy. Then Abanazar and Aladdin walked through the market and looked at the shops. They drank coffee, talked to people, and had a very good dinner. It was a wonderful day for Aladdin. On Friday, when the market was closed, Abanazar took Aladdin to the beautiful gardens in the city. They walked under the trees and talked about a shop for Aladdin. "You are very good to me, Uncle," Aladdin said. Abanazar smiled. "But of course," he said, "you are my brother's son. Now, let us leave the city and go up into the hills. There is something wonderful there, and you must see it." They left the gardens, walked past the Sultan's palace, and out of the city up into the hills. They walked for a long time, and Aladdin began to feel tired. "It's not far now," said Abanazar. "We're going to see a beautiful garden, more beautiful than the garden of the Sultan's palace." At last, Abanazar stopped. "Here we are," he said. Aladdin looked, but he could see no gardens on the hills. "Where is this garden, Uncle?" he said. "First we must make a fire," said Abanazar. Aladdin did not understand, but he made a fire for his uncle on the ground. Then Abanazar took some powder out of a small box and put it on the fire. He closed his eyes and said, "Abracadabra!" At once, the sky went dark. Black smoke came from the fire, and the ground under the fire began to open. Then the smoke went away, and in the ground there was now a big white stone with a ring in it. Aladdin was very afraid. He began to run away, but Abanazar took his arm and hit him on the head. For a minute or two, Aladdin could not speak or move. Then he cried, "Why did you do that, Uncle?" "You must be a man now, not a child," said Abanazar. "I am your father's brother, and you must obey me. Don't be afraid. In a short time, you're going to be a rich man. Now, listen carefully." He took Aladdin's hand. "Only you can move this stone. Put your hand on the ring and say your name and your father's name." Very afraid, Aladdin put his hand on the ring. It was not hot, but very cold. "I am Aladdin, son of Mustafa," he said. The stone moved easily, and now Aladdin could see stairs under the ground. "Go down those stairs," Abanazar said, "and then through 4 big rooms. In the last room, there is a door into a garden, and under one of the trees there is a lamp. You can take some fruit from the trees, but first you must find the lamp. Bring the lamp to me." "Please come with me, Uncle," Aladdin said. "No, only you can do this, my boy." Abanazar took a gold ring off his finger and gave it to Aladdin. "This ring is magic and can protect you," he said. "Be careful and bring me the lamp quickly." Aladdin put the ring on the little finger of his left hand and began to go down the stairs. It was dark, and he was afraid, but he was more afraid of Abanazar. And Aladdin was right to be afraid, because Abanazar was not his uncle. He was a magician from Morocco, and he wanted this lamp very much. It was a magic lamp, and only a poor boy from the city could get it for him, a boy called Aladdin. Aladdin went down 100 stairs and into the first room. Down here it was not dark, and he went quickly through the rooms to the door into the garden. There were trees in the garden, with beautiful fruit of different colours, white, red, green, and yellow. He soon found the lamp under one of the trees. "Why does my uncle want this dirty old lamp?" he thought. He put it in his pocket. Then he began to take fruit from the trees, and to put it in every pocket of his coat. After that, he went back to the stairs and began to go up. Soon he could see Abanazar and the blue sky. "Give the lamp to me," Abanazar said, and put out his hand. "Quickly, boy, the lamp!" Aladdin could not get the lamp out of his pocket because it was under the fruit. He looked at Abanazar's angry face and was afraid. "First, help me out. Then you can have the lamp," he said. "Please, Uncle." "First, the lamp," cried Abanazar. "Give me the lamp!" "No," Aladdin said. "You good-for-nothing! You dog! You and the lamp can stay down there!" Angrily, Abanazar ran to the fire and put more powder on it. "Abracadabra!" he called. The big white stone moved again, and now Aladdin could not see the sky. He was in the dark, under the ground, and could not get out.